For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses?
Skulls cupcakes.
Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari.
Morning, Snowmath. How goes it?
Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses!
Starry_boy. Look at you arriving nice and early. Aiming for that
I
first
got
redeem?
distracted by the golf cart! I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart.
Imaro 100 is here. Good to see you.
How the hell?
Elusivities has snacks. Right? You brought me some too.
My god!
Right?
My god! Hello? Why was that musical?
Melamoogle.
Why did
It's
I
a
just
pleasure to
auto-tune
see
my own
you.
voice? I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What?
Yo.
What?
Funky Sumia. How you
Learned that
doing?
white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart! I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. How the hell?
Yo.
My
A
god.
Pixel Rose. How you doing?
My god. I'm eating, which is why I'm taking a little bit longer to show up, and I'm sorry. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently.
Oh, I'm not apologizing for eating, Mellow. I'm apologizing
Who is a
for
cow
taking
through
so
and through.
long
The running speed is
because
the
I'm
same as
eating.
whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go.
Happy to see you again, Arquita.
Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing
I'm still eating. But hi! I'm gonna go the opposite direction. Hi, Arky. Hi, Rose. Hi, Somya. Hi, Mellow. Hi, Ow. Hi, Elusive. Hi, Amoru. Hi, Starry. Hi, Snow. And hi, and happy birthday to Skulls. Everybody say happy birthday, Skulls. Hey, Feet. How's it going? Hello. I'm eating a burrito. But I hope y'all are doing all right. Hope y'all are feeling chill. I spent some time this morning. I don't know if it'll continue to work or if it's going to be broken, if it's going to be a problem for future moments of doing it. But Magma is lined up, and that's the important part. Magma is lined up right now, which means if you check the pinned, you can draw on my screen as well. You can draw on all those little Katamari that are sliding around. There are 5 of them. They're not always on the screen, so you may have to wait a little bit for your art to pop up. But they are there, which gives you a little drawing canvas of your own. They've also got some area outside the Katamari, so you can draw things stuck to the Katamari if you want. So yeah, I'm happy to have Magma back on the overlay. I'm doing all right, Fee. I didn't drink enough water yesterday, so consider this a reminder, everybody. Drink your water. I woke up with the worst headache. Like, the absolute worst headache. Ugh. But we hear now. I am almost done with the burrito. I've got like, I don't know. I've got like just refried beans and cheese left. Because it all went down to the one end, which always sucks. It is also extremely cold today. It's like 34 degrees Fahrenheit, which for those who don't speak Fahrenheit, it's basically 0. It's like 0 to 1 degree Celsius. Yeah, letting y'all what I want to do, what I think would be funny, Skulls, is a chat Tamagotchi. Or more so a reminder, like maybe you're giving Mari water. And then when Mari gets water. But yeah. I don't know. I'm listening to the backup music, the backup vocals in this song. And all I hear is Puppy Cat, and then I remember that Puppy Cat is in fact a Vocaloid. So then it all tracks. But we're here. Food is almost swallowed. It's half chewed. Okay. Okay. Wash down, refill my water. And then we will talk about some stuff before we go. Okay. So, hi. Lovely to see you all here. I hope you all are doing well. Oh. Okay. So, yesterday, I added, I think, 14 Streamloots cards, 13 Minecraft ones, and then one non-Minecraft one. So, yeah, our Minecraft streams are now going to have built-in ones, and they are all, like, they still need sound effects. I'm going to add sound effects either to them, like, during the stream, like, post-stream or soon. But they're all working and there, and yeah, added a lot. So there are a lot of new cards, and they all are direct, like, particle spawning things. I've got one that, like, has cherry blossoms follow me around for a while. Rather than before where we just had, like, the one big pop of cherry blossoms, now what it does is every second it'll spawn cherry blossoms around me, around a area, for an entire minute. Ow. Hey, Lumity. But yeah, we got a bunch of, like, new ones. Now, I haven't drawn in a long time. Which is on me. But I would like to draw Pokemon. I talked about this on stream. I talked about this during a Pokemon stream. I want to draw Pokemon. And I want to draw a lot of them. I'm trying to get my little tablet stand. Come on. So I can get that set up, because I forgot to set this up before the stream. So I can move my tablet a bit closer to myself, because it always sucks when it's, like, really far away. Stay connected. Yeep. Okay. I got my tablet in a better position for me. Now, I could draw. I'm gonna start with the obvious starting point when it comes to drawing Pokemon. I would like to start by drawing Bulbasaur. And this does not count as our redesign premise that we've talked about on Pokemon, where I want to redesign all the Pokemon. But we're gonna start with Bulbasaur because Pokemon number 1. Now I am looking at Pokemon card art right now, because I don't want to just go off of, like, the standard images. I'd like to go off of something that feels a bit more me. So looking at different card art and things like that, I think would help. There's actually a shocking lack of card art that is popping up when I search this, which is interesting. You would think there'd be a lot more of Bulbasaur, considering Pokemon number 1. I think this image that I am about to paste boop. Are you not allowed to paste? Oh, wrong keyboard. Had to do it. There you go. So, Bulbasaur, right? Easy enough. Gonna get rid of that. Okay. So this is our little image. Hey, Lapis. Hey, Cold. Okay, so we've got our Bulbasaur art. I can't see my keyboard. Okay. This is what I mean about me saying it's been a long time since I've drawn. So, are you allowed to change the Katamari into other things? You are allowed to use that space to do whatever. The Katamari is just a base for you to draw on top of. So if you want it to be something else, you can. You are restricted to that orange, that kind of orange outline that is there. That is the max size they can be because of how everything is cropped, but you can do whatever. Okay, so Cameron hasn't drawn in months. Cameron has forgotten how to draw. Cameron is literally went to college for for drawing, and Cameron cannot remember how to draw. Why is my tablet not level? It is wiggling. Is wiggling is what's happening. Why are we wiggling? Okay. Brush size isn't bad, but it's not where I want it to be. Drop down a little bit. Okay. So if we just try and do kind of a straight up do it like there. Like there. Ow. Hey, Kate. Ow. Hi, Dort. Run that out a little bit. Go there. Gives me shudders, Door, but I am assuming you did it on purpose and wanted to. So that's cool. There we go. Was it made of grass? Hey, Lunamoss. Okay, go there. Go there. One of the big things I always have trouble reminding myself is I don't need to spend a lot of time actually like getting proportions right, especially when you're dealing with paints. Like just have fun with it. Go there. There. I mean, we've got the shape pretty well there, I think. Like, if I looked at that, I would go, yeah, that's a Bulbasaur. Like, I immediately know that's a Bulbasaur. Let's fill it in. Which I know is going to lose some of the lines, but this is what I want. I want to fill this in. So we have just the silhouette. Who's that Pokemon? Yeah, Bulbasaur does have a cat-like head. Okay, we're gonna go there, and then I'm gonna create another layer. Now, I'm gonna start from the back. I'm gonna just kind of... I need a different brush. There we go. Work on the little onion bulb. It's BB! Okay. We're going to be doing a lot of like different bits of layering here. So be prepared for things to not entirely like be refined. We're just going to keep building and layering, and we're going to kind of just hope everything works out, right? That's how most painting works for me. Hope it works out in the end. Hi, Fury. Hi. Fury's here. See, my response there, Dor, is if somebody said that you dress like a 12-year-old boy, I just go, why do you pay attention to what 12-year-old boys are wearing? There's probably a setting for that, Greg's. I don't know though, personally. Sorry. Fury doesn't do much singing. I don't think Fury has ever like figured out how to speak. I'm not saying he can't, but I don't think Fury's ever actually figured out how to speak without stressing himself out. Okay, let's bring back in the ear. A input. Bulbasaur is friend-shaped. You are not wrong. I'm so happy to be painting again. I mean, for what it's worth, Skulls, it's Ed Sheeran. So, I believe this is his song from Scarlet and Violet, right? Celestial, Cassiopeia, etc., etc. Hey, buddy. Oh, the previous song? Yeah, fair. How you doing,
Hang
buddy?
in there, everybody.
I've started to wonder with all of the Jack motivations if those are reaching the end of their amusement for me. Like, there's certain soundboard stuff that I've just had for so long that I haven't, like, removed it, and I'm like, maybe I should. I hope you have fun with it, buddy. Starting to get the face to show up here. I'm already starting to be very happy with this aesthetically. Smudge things a bit. The hard part's gonna be the mouth. Like, I'm aware that this is gonna be the hard part. Do I have... We're gonna go to our acrylics, do our wet detail brush. I'm gonna switch to black, but we're gonna do this on a new layer. Just so if I don't like it, I can just remove it. Oh no, input. Oh god, giant moss ball. I see what Vortex was talking about. Hi, BB. Okay, so face curve goes down here. Ear is there. Ear is there. Well, let's see. Let's see. Let's do the fun thing. I mean, you just followed me a few weeks ago. You came by in a Tenno raid. Like a week ago. I don't remember what day of the week it was. I might have been streaming Pokemon. What? It was a Tenno raid last week.
Game over.
For what it's worth, Fizzy, my entire overlay, aside from my model, is all stuff I've done. So I do art. I just my problem is I'm more of a painter than I am a digital artist. So finding that balance and finding the best way to get that going here is yeah, I very much fall into the jack of all trades, master of none situation.
It's in our moments of
The
decision,
that destiny is shaped. That's part of also why I need to get rid of this. Why I think Handsome Jack may be going by the wayside. Oh, I'm sorry, input. I always forget. Aphantasia is when you can't see anything in your head, right? I always get the terms mixed up. So, I have it the other way around, Fizzy. I have so much detail in my brain that I cannot draw as well as I can imagine. Yeah. I can see everything to the point of I can smell, I can taste it, I can all of it. Everything. So, yeah. But it's actually like I find it a hindrance. I feel like the best spot you'd want to be is actually about dead center. Because then you can imagine it, but you can probably physically make it better. My problem is I can never attain what I can imagine. Do I like that mouth shape? I'm not sure. It feels right. Hey, no, I mean, that's fair, Fizzy. That's fair. I I love comparing handwriting. I have and I think this is a result of me being dyslexic, right? I am dyslexic. And I think as a result of me being dyslexic, my handwriting is actually really, really good because I have to make sure it's something I won't screw up. So even if I just do. Of course, I could always do. uh, it's a little bit harder for me to write without a line. I'd still say that's pretty good, though. My U could use work there. Bulbasaur does not write well in cursive. Oof, I'm sorry, Elusive. Do I like that eye? Do I want the eye? Yeah, giving it a little more scale I think was nice, but I don't know. Ow. Hey, Glue. That feels about right. Bork. The oiple. Hey, Sharon. Yeah, ask away, Fizzy. No, I don't see any problem with it. I don't see any problem with it, Fizzy. Though I would say if you're wanting a fursona, you're probably more of a furry than you realize. Which means you may be putting some hard definition on what a furry is. When being a furry really summarizes down to, do you like anthropomorphic animals? Cool. There you go. That's it. That's it. There are a lot of furries I know that have a fursona for themselves, but they're more likely to just draw characters of others. Oh, are you noticing it now, Wolf? My marking's moving? Yeah. That's the thing with my model. Like, the longer you look at it, the more different it'll be. So I've only, as far as furry characters go, I only have 2 furry characters, and I haven't really drawn them in ages. I have myself, and then I have I've had a pink fairy armadillo character that I've drawn in the past. But that's really it. I more do. I tended to do more landscape and buildings and stuff. Oh, I liked that in that song. Sorry, the battle music there. Oh, have a good one, Wolf.
Don't you think it's been a while since we told Cameron we love
Not
our
really.
work?
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I could do the red eyes, right? Bulbasaur has the red eyes. The problem is, I think we need to go... We can either go with a blue, or we can go up here. And the orange works. But I feel like we are looking at, because we went with the purple, I think we want to go about here. Yep, there it is. I knew the color was there. Draw from memory would be good for sure. I haven't drawn properly in a long time. I've been having a lot of like tech issues, mental health issues, things like that have kept me from drawing as much as I wanted to. One of the big things with my streams is allowing people to draw on my overlay. And I was running into this issue where I couldn't get it to capture correctly, or it kept moving around. So that is with Magma, which is pinned. So if you do want to draw, you are able to actually draw on my overlay. But I was trying to get it to work, and it did not want to for a long time. But that's what those big panels sliding around are. Yeah. Oh, it's raining. Okay, those eyes are definitely right. Interesting to note with Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur does not have pupils. Bulbasaur's pupils are glare. And Bulbasaur has white pupils. I never noticed this. At least on this art. It may just be this art piece, but... If you want it to be interesting, Fizzy, though, when you did the not sure how you got here thing, I did have to check your account. I've had people that have shown up that followed me a decade ago. And like, I'm gonna be real, I have no idea who you are. It's like, let's see. Oh, you followed me back when, like way back, like kind of situations. Because one of the big things for me, like I streamed back here when it was Justin TV, so before it was even Twitch. I've been here a long time, and then I went over to Mixer when, well, I went over to Beam when Beam launched. And I was a partner over there. I spent a lot of time over there. But then I came back after taking about a 1.5 year break due to some real life stuff. But everything's been kind of weird, kind of coming back, you know, and trying to rebuild and all of that. Sorry, this just looks really funny. It looks like I just did a really aggressive eyelid. That is not the point of this layer. Too much makeup, yeah. I mean, apparently, Bulbasaur in the new Pokopia is a Gyaru. So that would track. I don't have a Switch 2, so I haven't got to play it. See, the problem is it feels like I'm making it lighter here. Darken. There we go. Gyaru is a fashion style. It is typically in Japanese in Japan. Let's try to put this. It would probably be the most equivalent to the U.S. version of Valley Girl. What you would picture as a stereotypical Valley Girl. But it is in its own way a form of punk. In Japan, it is a form of punk because it is an embracing of Western fashion and Western things and things like that. Yeah, they're typically tan in anime. Anime's been a lot less harsh on Gyaru designs in the past 5 or so years than they were a lot further back. A lot further back, it was done more to make fun of. I've noticed this with anime in general. Anime has become a lot better at not othering groups of people who are parts of different fashion styles, things like that. It's great. Hey, cat dog! I'm really liking this Bulbasaur. This Bulbasaur is making me happy. If I could remember to not use the eraser. Oh, crap. You're making me blank on it. I know what one you're talking about. I just forgot the thing.
Fizzy69. Have you been hydrating? I have a moss shake.
Cat Dog, can you post it in the Discord so I don't lose it? I appreciate that you found it. Decora. You're talking about Decora, Fizzy. I remembered it. Thank you, Cat Dog. I really appreciate that. But yeah, Decora. Like decoration, Decora. I remembered it. Just took me a second. Ugh. Pinched a nerve in my arm. Okay, let's give Bulbasaur some Joker makeup really quick. There we go. And then we'll tone it back. Want to know how I got these scars? They're not scars. I had 3 ices. All those jelly donuts. Okay, now the normal one just cuts off right there. But I'm gonna go lower. Actually, you know what? We're gonna bring all that back. Go this way, add another layer in. Forget to switch off of eraser again. There we go. A lot of these edges don't need to be perfect because we're going to basically be repainting over top of it when we detail the face.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Elaine just provided someone with a gift sub.
thank you, Fallen. I appreciate that a lot. I'm not liking the exact color we've got here. Gel is better. Hope you're doing alright, Fallon. Hey, Raxon. Yes, we are remembering how to paint, and we are painting via a Bulbasaur. Because Bulbasaur felt like a good start test subject. No, we need more saturation. Here we go. Oh, I love the poison sound in the music. Music's great. Amazing, love it. Do I do any IRL painting ones? No, because paint is expensive. And I am broke. This is as a funny conversation that has popped up a few times though. I have 2 specific types of paint I use when I paint, and one of them is near impossible for me to possibly ever do a stream with. And that is that I am 2 types of painters. I am an oil painter, and I am a spray painter. Hi, BB. Hi. Hey, BB, it's Skull's birthday. Oh, we're just gonna headbutt. Okay. Buddy. Oh. Neck rubs? Neck rubs for the big boy? Yeah? Oh. Good boy. Ow! Hey, Strabo. Go there. The question really starts coming into this of how much detail do I really want to put into the inside of the mouth, right? Because at the end of the day, we're already zoomed in. We're looking at this. I don't want to go too detailed because then I feel like it goes against what else is going on in the piece. I think I'm pretty happy with this so far. I do think we need to add in the fangs, though. So now we could go with white, but I think we need to go... Gonna go slightly off-white. Wrong brush. Whoa! Do that. Go there, and then we'll clean this up just a little bit. I don't want to clean it up too much, because I feel like if I clean it up too much, we're going to lose the fact that it's, you know, meant to be oil paints that I'm using. Like keeping it just a little bit rough, right? BB. Is this a situation of you've kept detailing it for too long, Vortex? Oh, you mean why it's weird? So you went too close to the orange that is around the Katamari, so those are becoming translucent. Because there's a chroma key. In order for me to be able to capture it cleanly, I had to use that color. So those pinks are too close to the orange. Yeah. That's what's happening there. Intentionally roughing up that edge there. Just because the mouth looked too clean. Okay, time to actually shade Bulbasaur a bit better. Alright, Bulbasaur. I limited it to 2 because if I don't limit it to 2, people are going to go overboard and make too many layers. And I needed to make sure it was something that was at least organizable. And I felt like 2 was something that would keep people from going way too far. I can probably be convinced to make it 3 at some point, but... when the brush decides to not detect the pressure sensitivity. Love that. Did you make an account? I mean, if I saw it right, it looked like you made an account. Is Vortex? Sorry, is Magma being weird, Vortex, about like you owning your own stuff? Then I'm gonna reduce this a little bit. Let's go to like 20. Oh. You focus on one kind of thing when you painted in school, like most. So I did, my main thing I worked on, Starry, for like my paintings and stuff, typically was, people. But not in detail. That's weird. I always So I went to college specifically for,
Have you seen the kitties recently?
yes, one's right
It's
next to
been
me.
an hour. Perhaps you should take a quick break to make sure they aren't up to any mischief.
I did fashion and fine arts. Right, that was my big thing, was fashion and fine arts. But I was doing those because I want to do character concept design. I want to do character concept design for video games. I don't like this green that I've been using, and I don't know why I keep using it. What do I use for the overlay? Mine's OBS. What do you use for the overlay? So that is so Fallon. That it's kind of a mix of things here. So are we talking specifically the drawing stuff, Fallon? Because I can't. I can't. It's you're right, Fallon. You are 100% right. That is what I use on 90% of things. The drawing thing, though, that is a web browser. That is a website. That is a art canvas that people are drawing on already. If you check the pinned, there's a link in pinned that it's a site called Magma that everybody's drawing on. and I set up a canvas for people on a website that they can draw on. The only way I can properly crop it is by doing a chroma key. I avoid chroma keys whenever possible. This is just not one of those situations where I can actually avoid it. Because it is a website. It is a website for drawing. By default, it has a transparent grid texture there, which I would still need to remove in some way. My best option was to create drawing platforms for people to draw on and then just mask out around it. But I did have to do if I wanted, I could have locked everybody to only being able to draw on the Katamari and then nothing around it. And then I wouldn't need the chroma key. But I think there's more fun in being able to stick things on the edge of the Katamari that I have in the overlay, rather than them not being able to actually draw outside the bounds. You have now confused me, Lumity. You have now confused me. Unless that wasn't directed at me. Okay. But really quick. Really quick. It is time for... Yeah, chroma keys are awful. If you can avoid a chroma key, avoid a chroma key. They're always not they're never the right choice. It is time for a quick break, though. We need to get up, stretch, wiggle around. Y'all probably haven't been hydrating properly, all that fun stuff. So get up, wiggle your arms. Just hear me out. Yeah, I can do that really quick. I'll do that during the break. But we'll be right back. It's 9:27. 1 million roses. I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart. I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. How the hell? My God. My God. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? Learn that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing. That's amazing. We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart! I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. How the hell?
My God. My God. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom.
Sorry, I'm late.
Is that really?
Sorry, I'm late.
A million.
The cat's
roses?
litter box is being a
Amazing.
nuisance.
That's amazing. We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it.
Do I need to make a note in Magma? Is that what I need to do? I need to go over to Magma. And go here. How do I? Okay, one sec. I'm making a note. Avoid colors similar to the red orange. It gets keyed out. I am trying to make this note for everybody. There. Hi, BB. Hi, BB. You good, buddy? You good? You talkative today? But yes, we've been doing a lot of Pokemon stuff lately, and mainly I've been seeing like an uptick in attention towards it, which has made me very happy. I'm gonna change my music really quick. Just because I need a different vibe. Where is my pen? Oh no. There it is. Found it. No, I don't want arcologies. I need the right vibe. You know what? I may not have the game yet, but I would love to have the soundtrack here. There we go. I'm sorry. I just love seeing that one Katamari has just been removed from existence. I believe, if I'm right, to whoever drew the purple Katamari there, you should be able to. I think there's a drop down for filters if you just change it to like one of the other like filter versions that might like be hard light, it might show as a kind of workaround instead of having to draw around Esper or anything like that. Where is my glove? Artist glove, where be ye? Found it. Skulls, BB said hello for you. Didn't you, BB? Yeah? What's up, buddy? I think my brush sensitivity isn't high enough. Why do I suddenly have too many menus open? And why is my stylus horribly misaligned? Now it's too sensitive. Why? Why does it hate me? Where are my settings? Do we need a third layer? All right. Let me double check. There you go. Enjoy your third layer. Validity, just seeing this. Did you erase the Katamari in order to put Mari as genius? Where is backspace? There we go. Okay, sorry about that. This is one thing I don't like in Painter. If you zoom into a weird level, it'll sometimes add those little lines. It's just a bug, and I don't like it. No, it is not Lumity. It's People of Note. People of Note is a RPG that came out a few weeks ago. It is a musical RPG. I saw it in the little bits and pieces going by when I was checking. No, People of Note is a musical JRPG that has so many puns. Clean up those edges a little bit. Yeah, I might need to recalibrate my tablet. Things don't feel right. Okay. Sorry. I was trying to focus on getting that sorted and my brain just kind of like conked out. There we go. I'm liking how this looks. I'm very pleased with this so far. Get this back up to size. There we go. There we go. See, this is the green I needed. Like, everything was there, but I was missing... I was missing that pop. But for me, having not, like, drawn proper in ages, I feel really pleased with how this is looking. But I need to get in the habit of drawing, like, at least weekly. Like, at least weekly. I'm really pleased with this. I feel like there's not a lot more I can do. Obviously, I could mess with the eyes. We could add the vines in. But, like, where are the eyes? Not there. Nope. Nope. There we go. But I don't want to go, like, too far into the eyes, right? But we need... This song was in the demo. This is a great song. I love that line. Sorry. Your heart is hard rock is such a fitting line for this. Oh, I'm missing toe beans. I was like, something's wrong. I'm missing toe beans. I'm missing toe beans and markings. But I want to do toe beans first. It was like, something's wrong. What are you doing, BB? I have to redraw that one. There we go. How are those looking? Feel like these might be a little too close together, but I don't mind it. There we go. Feels good to have the feats in. Like that was needed, and now we need to do the markings. So I think the best method here is actually going to be to take a purple. Right? So we'll just do something like that, and then we'll mask it in. And we don't need to follow any specific spots. Did they do a credit song? That's amazing. This is amazing to have a credit song like this. Okay, so if we do that, and then we do something like darken. Oop, wrong one. Hard light. Multiply works perfectly. Color dodge is neat here. They provide funding and connections to allow you to make your own thing. That's what a publisher does. I know that one. There we go. Thanks for the cash. Perfect. What do we think, everybody? How's my Bulbasaur? How'd I do? Did I pull it off? Did I pull it off? Did I pull off a Bulbasaur? I have never drawn a Bulbasaur. I have never drawn a Bulbasaur. Can I group these? Yes. Anyone hear Weird Al with that guy talking? I hear Weird Al. Why is it doing that? I'm trying to move. Ah. Where is this coming from? Like, what? I'm trying to move this to a different spot on the canvas. But when I go to move it, it's doing this. What the heck? This is weird. Why is it doing that? I can move with the arrow keys. I can do this. I haven't saved all stream. Sorry, the lyrics. We're sorry for suspending you on high treason. That's on us. Oh my god. Alright, I gotta pick another. I gotta pick another pokey. I mean, I guess it's only right to pick another starter, right? Girl, we were deeply problematic. These lyrics. Adorable. Adorable Vortex. I'm looking up some Mawile cards. Mawile is so cute. Problem is, most of Mawile's cards are all in the same poses. I'm gonna go with this one. It's a bit on the tiny side, but that's fine. That means we just add more detail ourselves. How do I scale this up? It's fine. Okay. So, I mean, well, it's worth, I think, noting with the whole thing, right? The way the game is intended to be looked at as a thing is every nation, every city is its own genre of music, right? So your government's everything is all going to be those situations. Okay. So I'm gonna try and adjust a bit on based on this image without like going one-to-one with the reference, right? So we've got in the reference we've got like leg here. And then leg here. Tiny body. Head. And arms as she trips, right? That's the Mawile pose in this. But let's go a little more serious on this if we can. So I'm gonna go something like that. For the one leg, and let's have the other one doing a step forward. Like that, and then we'll follow this line up for the torso. Do this arm back. And the other arm out to the other side, doing kind of the same thing. Right, so I think this pose works really well, right? So we've got our arms here. Leg stepping forward, going back. We may have to like contour a little bit here. Because the hip would go too much on the shoulder. Because she's spindly. She's a bit spindly. But something like that for the pose, I think, works a lot better. Aw. Well, I appreciate it, though, Kate. Thank you for drawing with us. Now, Mawwile's head, just to be clear, is like... is like that. Now that's far too small, right? We've gone far too small here. Better. I think we'll be okay once we start sketching in some of the hair shape. That is the most phthalo blue I have ever drawn in my life. I don't like how it feels. My brush feels wrong. Her face feels wrong. Everything here feels wrong. Yeah, Mawwile is not... Mawwile is a very simple design, but somehow also extremely complicated. I gotta stop looking at the card other than, like, glancing at it, so we need... it'll be something like that. And we'll go back. Did you put a window in the Katamari? So we end up with something like this. I mean, I don't think this is far off. And then we got to go up here. See, now I got that part fine. I had no issues there. If anything, it might be a little small, I would say, is the one thing that doesn't feel right. I think maybe we want to go, like, further. There we go. Go there. Like that feels, I mean, this is definitely getting the shape right. I think the body overall on this is going to need a lot of adjustment. Like, I'm not entirely happy with like how a lot of that feels, but go in there, add a little bit of orange to this. Okay. Let's see where we end up. Be a little more loose with it here. Okay, so now we're gonna do the shapes, and I'm gonna try and rush this. Let's see where we get if I rush. Right, we got our shape. Aw. Yeah, Magma is, despite its flaws, there are some nice bits to it. Like, it definitely has its flaws. I'm not gonna, like, say it's perfect, but it does allow us to do some good interactivity and things. Fun fact, I only know about Magma because of Pendleton Ward. Pendleton Ward streams and tends to have that on for his community. So if you ever wanted to hang out with the creator of Adventure Time, you can draw on his stream overlays too. Just trying to kind of rush these shapes and get it to feel right. I don't want. This is the thing. Like, I don't mind doing what I do, but like for like the Bulbasaur, right? I love how Bulbasaur turned out, but we need to get. We need to be able to pull these details quicker. There we go. I love when this actually starts feeling like paint. This is why I use this program. This is why I use Corel Painter. Is it really does feel like paint at a certain point. Just 1,000 times cheaper. There we go. Ugh. Such a starter, not starter. I'm just focusing on the focusing heavily on the second mouth. Perspective worlds. I'm going to hide the base. I need that one. Need that one. I don't need that one. There we go. Aw. I'm glad you're having fun, Kate. I need to pull that back a little bit there. There we go. Oh, I got a cramp in my hand. It's not even the hand that's drawing. I got a cramp in my left hand. Do I have a better oil brush here? Got a knife blender. Knife blender, good. Pretty much, yeah. Left hand is being a bit of a bully here. All right, let me change the music. As good as the music is, I would like more songs than 10. Let's see. There we go. Get that white going in there. I need a thin line. Along there. Switch back to the blender, dark color. There we go. See, now I'm feeling that shape in there more, right? Like that feels much more like Mawile starting to appear in this piece. Can we get just a bit here? Go there, create a new layer. Go like that. Hey, VJ. Also, hey, Possum. I don't know if I said hi to Possum earlier, and I apologize. Okay, go there. Question why the knife blender didn't click twice. Okay, go like that. And then we brought that out, but now we're going to go here and we're going to try some different color filters. I think that's the one I need. Ugh. Huh. Add in some texture. Pull that back a little bit. Okay, I think we're getting there. Let's try adding the fangs in. Get a good fang color. Get that one. Make them a bit more rounded and more like hooked. Makes it a little more dynamic. Let that one go the other way. There we go. And chisel away at the edges a little bit, make it a little more sharp.
Hey Cameron, I
Yes?
think it's time you move before you fuse with the chair.
I don't think
Go
you're wrong,
grab
actually.
a drink.
I do have drinks, though. I don't really need that part, but I don't think you're wrong, Mari. I think this goes for everybody here, though, is you should probably get up and do some stretching and take better care of yourself, because you, shockingly, I know, You do matter. So if you're able to get up and take care of yourselves while we take a quick break to turn off pre-rolls for anybody new that comes by, as well as use it as a reminder to just take care of ourselves, I would appreciate it. Mari would appreciate it. Your body would appreciate it. So we'll be back in 3 minutes. Again, just get up, wiggle your arms, all that fun stuff. Be right back.
Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! I need to do backspin if I'm doing this. I got distracted by the golf cart! I screwed that up because I thought I was going to get hit by a golf cart. How the hell? My God. My God. Hello. Why was that musical? Why did I just auto-tune my own voice? I'm glad this guy has no peripheral vision whatsoever. What? What? Learned that white strawberries exist. Now Daisy, female. Daisy's name in Japan is Horumon, apparently. A second cousin who is a cow through and through. Their running speed is the same as whether on 2 or 4 legs. I'm glad they don't have the old description for Daisy. For those who don't know, Daisy's feet squirt milk when she runs. I just think this is important for y'all to know. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari.
I'm back. Back again. Ugh. Ha. Ugh. Hey, BB. Dabba dabba. But I am back. I am back. And Fury wanted me to tell y'all. So, if you were curious, Fury says rant. So I am not 100% if this is going to work how I want it to. But I think if we go there... And we're going to texture the teeth. Now, hopefully this does what I want it to do. I'm going to try something, basically. Right, and like on its own, that don't look good, right? Hey, Amber. But I think... if I do this and then go here... I need select invert, and I don't know where this is, so we're going to take a second. Okay, so it's not perfect. Have a good one, buddy. This did do what I'm after. I just need to clean up the edges, basically, because it didn't do... It doesn't do the opacity section perfectly. So we ended up with like a haze. There we go. Liking how this is feeling. I think we're missing something here, though. So let's go and grab you. Adding kind of a acidic drool to it. And it's like Mawile is just a steel type, right? But like, well, steel fairy. But if we take, I think it'd be more fun if they had gone to something more like steel poison. Could have been really interesting. I'll also give this really cool. Kind of toy around. And what's neat is using this purple, right? Purple is used outside of just what I'm doing here for Mawile, specifically in Mega Mawile. Mega Mawile is also purple. It's kind of a burgundy, but... Oh, I forgot with this, I wasn't fully done. I wanted to... Wrong one. There we go, hard light. When in doubt, it's usually hard light. Up one. There we go. I like how this feels. I do think it needs some more adjustment in here. But I'm not 100% on how I want to go about this. So if we go in here and we grab like this, right? I do that, and then we do overlay layer. There, and then go back up here. Just trying to get this to feel right to me. Grab you, switch colors a little bit. Focus on getting these bits in there. There we go. And grab our clumpy brush. Okay, I think we got the tail mouth right. Like I think we're getting there. BB, you are adorable. Hi. Now the next part, though, and this is where it gets a little bit harder, is we need to connect this with the hair, and we don't really have the best kind of idea for what we're exactly looking at. And I'm a little worried about the overall. Hey, Pixel. Mawile is my favorite. We also drew Bulbasaur. There's Bulbasaur hanging up there. First time I've ever drawn Bulbasaur. We drew Bulbasaur. Um... Blah. I was in a friend stream yesterday and they were playing Pokemon, and my question was not who is your favorite Pokemon, but it was who is your favorite Pokemon that doesn't have any evolutions? Like, who is your favorite one stage Pokemon? And I think that's a more fun question. Makes it easy if their favorite is a one stage, but I feel like too many people get hung up on the evolving part of Pokemon that a lot of the one stages don't get the attention. Megas are bullshit. I hate Megas. If I wanted my Pokemon to be Digimon, I would play Digimon. Which I also love Digimon, don't get me wrong, but like Megas are just Digimon. Stunfisk is a very interesting one on there. I understand what's going on this card now. I was like, I didn't understand why this tendril on the hair was going this way, but I realized the hair is biting down and it's supposed to... It's lost here, but Mawile should actually be flipped backwards while this is chomping. Is kind of the reason. So this pose is actually backwards. Okay, I think Mawile should actually be flipped out this way. You get like the bottom of the feet there. The heck? My other question, and I feel very adamant about this, and many of y'all have heard my kind of opinions on this, but the other question I had asked was, if you could change one design choice about a single Pokemon, what Pokemon design would you change? My personal like irritation with a lot of Pokemon is the ones that have faux clothes. So the one Pokemon I would start by changing is actually Machoke and Machamp, like the Machop line. Welcome back, Nort. I would actually change the Machop line. Mainly, I would give them their tail back. If you didn't know, Machop has a tail. This pose feels better. Like, I feel a lot better with this pose. Oh. Well, you could play Pokemon on your phone, Door. There are emulators that you can download on your phone, and then you could play it that way. Mawile, how do your hands work? Is 3... That is entirely fair, Door. I don't think I'm gonna end up happy with Mawile's face, but level of detail is gonna matter a lot here. But I like the vibe of this. I also think I want to lean into that, like, chomping visual, because that really does... Right, like that feels... what gen is Mawile? Mawile is Gen 3? 300 and... Number 300 and something, so it's gotta be Gen 3. I was gonna say, like, 300... I knew it was 300 and something, I just couldn't remember. Meow. Hi, Grumpy. Ah, hi, Fury. Why are we grumpy? Okay, now let's actually, like, clean these up. Clean up this all these lines here. Give me a big old square brush and not acrylic. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work how I want it to. No. Let's go to there, and then we're gonna duplicate that again. Nice door. Go there. I missed an area. There we go. Okay, let's go up a layer. Do that, and then do hard light. Then you also get hard light. No. Screen? Screen. Okay, and now we're going to toy with it like we're masking. There we go. Just getting some weird sharp edges in there. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of, and I'm gonna have to figure out something to do, is these spots. Like I want it to overlap and feel dynamic, but I also don't want to cover up what I did. So I'm struggling with the be willing to destroy your own work kind of vibe of this. One of the most important parts of art. Be willing to break shit. Do you, hey, B-Bugs, do you see why when I talk about this, though, like, one of the big things for me when it comes to art in general, right, is it's very hard for me to get myself to relax sometimes, because it's just like I worry so much about like how certain things look. But like one of the things with my overlays is like I was trying to like when I was designing an overlay, it's like I don't do a lot of like stuff that works for like VTube models and things like that, right? Like my style isn't conducive to that. And it's not saying that you can't with these styles, but it's very hard to do something like this and go, yeah, just draw my persona in this style. It's like that would not work as well as I'd love it to for a VTuber. I'm sure there's a way. But you can see why it was like this is very out of the norm for what people typically see. Ugh. And like I feel like I overdid this in bits now. Pull that one back. Pull those ones back. Pull this one back. Okay, my other monitor just turned itself off for a second, and I lost like 98 frames. I apologize for that. Don't know what happened over there. I think that GPU just decided to have a panic attack. Not evolving Pokemon. Mimikyu's definitely on there. Mimikyu's good. I wish with Mimikyu though, I wish Mimikyu. I feel like Mimikyu should. Every time Mimikyu is in a new region, it should pick the Pika clone for that region as its mascot. Yay, Greg's. Amos. Absol's really cool. I think Absol's a bit strange at times, though, so kind of a weird mix of things there. Pokemon you changed it out. Because Puchaina was more hyena. That's fair. Throw in a bit more of like the mohawk design and some of the spots, maybe. Scraping away some of the paint. I mean, for what it's worth, Regs, that is kind of what Mawile is. I mean, it's possessed hair, but... What is hair but many, many tiny tentacles? Ugh. Just marking that one so I know that's my sketch layer. This one's my favorite brush right here. There we go. There we go. I don't know, it just feels really good to be painting again.
Amazing.
Aw.
Zombie Cleo just subscribed to us for another month. That's 62 now.
Thank you, Hun, for the resub. Hun, I remembered how to paint. As a Bulbasaur. I remembered how to paint. Ugh. Trying to get everything sorted. And get, like, actual direction on some of this. When you accidentally bump undo on your stylus. Damn it. Okay, clean up the edges. There we go. Oh my god, my back. Everything hurts. Remember to hydrate. If you don't, your body will want to kill you. The main issue right now is this color I picked. While I love it, is clearly extremely wrong against the bright colors we've got there. Mareep is a good one. This yellow feels a lot better. And I like the orange, it just doesn't work with this pop next to it, right? Like that pop doesn't carry. There we go. Let's add a little more bright. Get Mulwile lit from the backside rather than the front. So that we're at least consistent with the lighting over here, right? Did I miss an arm in my... I did. Must be an arm here. It's like something ain't right. I'm missing something. There we go. It's like that. There we go. It feels better now. Yeah, this gold is feeling a lot better now. I also forgot to re-full screen this. Boop. There we go. That Bulbasaur makes me happy. And Mawwile's getting there. Hey, Earthquake. Now it should be... I don't know if this is going to look as good as I want it to, but it should be blue. Like our contrast here, it should be blue. There we go. Nice, boy. The Mareep looks great. I had a checkbox checked that shouldn't have been checked for this. Now let me add my periwinkle in peace. There we go. And then I need... Will you work? Too much. Smooth that out a little bit. My back. Okay. Add the proper scuffs in. Much as I like color burn, that looks like blood. Difference looks horrible. It is a good Jirachi. I'm looking at the Jirachi though, and I'm like, I understand the arms, but like instead of it, the arm being behind the bit of star hair, I'm just seeing it as like a shrug pose. Like, what do you want from me? I can't help. I'm just Jirachi. I'm gonna say, where did my triple rake go? Like, the triple rake is great. No. There we go. I was like, there's a spot in here, and I couldn't find it. Jirachi, the Wishmaker. Mawaile's getting there. I think the one spot that's going to get a little bit weird is I want to do details in this, but there's not a lot of good ways that I can get detail into this at the scale I want without it feeling wrong. Like, I did do some detail over here, but even then, we stayed fairly faint. But it's just a matter of, like, getting the right line width here. Like it's funny. Like I kind of, and I do this in real life too. I kind of just wing wing what brush I'm using for whatever works best for the moment. And that's kind of what I'm dealing with here. Is like, what one do I want to use? But yes, Jirachi's name, I think, is, or like the title for Jirachi is the Wishmaker, I think. So you're not wrong in them supposed to be granting wishes, but it doesn't mean they will. The attachment to the head is going to be like the worst part for me. Like I stare at this, go, But okay, I haven't drawn the feet, right? But the foot would be here. It'd be like right there. Mawile has such a fun design. Like there's all these little details, and I love Mawile. I will say this Mawile is one that I would totally get as a sticker if there was a way for me to cleanly trim this, because I love the way this feels. I love that Bulbasaur as well. But like I would totally get this as a sticker. We may have to pick this up later tonight if I'm in the mood for it. But my hand is starting to cramp. So I think that is the sign that I need to stop, just for my own safety. Take care of my own hand. Because, yeah, it's cramping. It's cramping pretty hard, honestly. So I think we will call it there. Let me put my tablet stuff over there and grab my keyboard. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. Let me save. Just to make sure it's saved. But no, I appreciate y'all hanging out so much. You have all been lovely and kind and supportive today. And it's... I see again. Is my button gonna work? There it goes. But I appreciate y'all hanging and drawing and spending time with me. We will hopefully do more of this very soon. Again, might do it tonight, depending. Like, I am pleased with what we've gotten done. I am proud of this. But I appreciate y'all a lot. Thank you, Fallon, for the gift sub. Thank you, Cleo, for the resub, tier 3. And yeah, no, y'all have been amazing. I am going to send you away. Now, I won't be able to hang where we go first probably for a while because of other things. But let's see if I've got somebody good to send you to. I think today, I think we will send you over to, you know what? An amazing artist is streaming, so I'm going to send you over to Bots and Magic, who I'm sure will be very happy to have you. So go do me a favor and go be super kind over there for me. Boobity boop. I will leave Magma open for a while, and then I will clean it up a bit later. But I hope you all have a fantastic time over there. Go be kind, go be lovely, go be wonderful. And I will catch y'all later. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.